The former Bosasa COO Angelo Agrizzi has suffered cardiac arrest. His lawyer Daniel Witz confirming the news to Newsroom Africa. In a moment we're going to actually speak to Mr. Agrizzi, but the doctors are saying that the hospital staff had managed to resuscitate him, and Agrizzi is actually being cared for at a private hospital in Johannesburg. Let's speak to Mr. Witz now. Daniel, good morning to you. Just explain to us what actually happened.
Morning. Thank you for having me on the show. We were informed by doctors that unfortunately yesterday Mr. Agrizzi suffered a heart attack, cardiac arrest. They did manage to resuscitate him thanks to the hard work of the doctors and medical team, and they have managed to stabilize him since then, but obviously he's still in a very serious condition.
And the condition of Mr. Agrizzi remains an issue of concern for you. What would the steps that you might possibly take at this stage? The assumption, of course, is that he's going to remain in that private hospital for as long as his condition is delicate.
Yes, so at the moment, obviously, Mr. Agrizzi can't be moved. That's due to the fact that the public hospital where he was did not have any ICU beds or high care beds available, and obviously he's in a critical or serious condition, and therefore it's very difficult to move him, and he needs to be under the care of his current medical team who are looking after him.
And without going into too much detail, Mr. Witz, are you able to flesh out just briefly what it is that may be wrong with your client?
I can't really speak to that because obviously I'm not a doctor, but I can say, because this was raised at court to the magistrate at the Palm Ridge Magistrates Court, that Mr. Agrizzi did have various comorbidities such as diabetes. He was, as was clear to see for South Africa, serious respiratory issues, as could be seen from his portable oxygen tank, and various other underlying issues which were raised but not taken into account. And obviously with everything that's happened, it's exacerbated the issues.
Yeah, and of course, as his legal team, your concern would be that he remains a person in the custody of the prosecuting authorities of the country because of the case that he faces. Does that change anything or your approach as far as that issue is concerned?
Yes, well, the day after his bail application was dismissed, or should I say the morning after, we launched our appeal on the state and the Palm Ridge Magistrates Court. We are due to be heard, our bail appeal is due to be heard on Monday in the Johannesburg High Court, where we are hoping for a favourable decision based on argument, and thereafter we're hoping that Mr. Agrizzi will have his liberty and his freedom back.
I'm sorry, I missed that first bit of your answer. You're saying that your case to appeal the fact that he was denied bail, when is that going to be heard?
That's been heard on Monday in the High Court in Johannesburg.
I see. And of course, the family, I would imagine that they're extremely worried at this time about their father's health.
Of course they're worried, but the Agrizzis are a very close, very strong family, and they are standing behind Mr. Agrizzi, and they are just praying for a full recovery at the moment.
Yeah. All right. And just final question to you. I suppose it's important that it is not disclosed where Mr. Agrizzi is being kept, but he remains in a private hospital.
Yes, he is in a private hospital, but he is under armed guard by the Department of Corrections.
All right, Daniel Witz, just giving us a sense of the situation of Mr. Angelo Agrizzi. He has been in hospital. He is in a private health institution, and the news coming out this morning is that yesterday, this issue happened last night, it would appear. We're being told that yesterday he suffered cardiac arrest, but the nurses and doctors at the hospital where he's being observed, they did manage to resuscitate him. So that's just the breaking news we're bringing to you at this stage, and lots of other breaking news during the course of these two briefings that have been taking place. We're going to bring you up to speed at the top of the hour.